Hi everybody, it's Mikey from Usually Broken Cars. I'm with Wim.
Hiya.
And today we are shooting Wim's very cool VW Beetle on Living With. Wim, tell me about your car.
So this is Emily, my 1958 Beetle, original rack top, numbers matching car. Obviously the engine's not quite stock anymore, but yeah, all the important bits, all the numbers match: chassis, body, beam, gearbox, everything.
And the importance of that is?
I would imagine if ever you come to sell it, it is a selling feature on cars that age.
Of having the matching numbers.
Yeah, that's it. You know, like it's over 65 years old.
Yeah.
To say that it still has all the original parts on it, it's just, yeah.
Which is mad because, like, and I'll be the first to admit, and I've said this before, and I said this to Wim as well, I hated VW Beetles.
Yes.
And then
repeatedly.
Wim started coming down to the Cars and Coffee, and it's the same with Jen's split screen, which we will get on the channel, but you have converted me. Old Emily has given me a new passion for a car that I previously wanted eradicated from the planet. And it's funny because, like, I think it's Herbie.
Yes.
That film just, it made me automatically hate this car. And it sounds silly, I know.
No.
So that's, to be fair, that's really good. What you saying about like how old it is and matching numbers and selling it. So in that same respect, how long have you had it?
So I bought this as my first car when I was 18, and I'm turning 39 soon. So
essentially you've had it 21 years, which is pretty mega.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it must be doing something right for you to have it for that long.
I'd like to think so. You know, I've had to rebuild the engine twice because of the miles I've done.
So how many miles are on it?
This is the beauty of it. It rolls back when it hits 100,000 kilometres. So I'm sort of back at 95 for the minute.
So when you say it rolls back, as in when you get to 100k, it starts at zero again?
Yes, yeah.
So how many Ks have you done on it?
I've seen it roll over once.
Right, okay.
So
we know it's got, in theory, it's got near enough 200,000 kilometres on it, at least.
Yeah, since I've had it.
But that doesn't mean that the previous owner hasn't already rolled it over as well.
Well, yeah, that's it. It's got about 6 previous owners.
Yeah.
All of them in Austria.
Which is mad. So again, brings me to my next question. Now, I know you brought this car over because you're not from here.
No.
As the accent says. But, so tell us where you're from, and you brought this car over with you, didn't you?
Yes. So the car was found in Austria in a garage.
Yeah.
I then got it back to Belgium, where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yeah, drove it around pretty much as a daily for a couple of years.
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah.
Then obviously met Jen.
Yeah.
And moved here.
And obviously there's no way you were leaving Emily behind.
No, because you know that's the only form of transport I had. Yeah, that's it. Because you know you need something to take all your stuff in, and this is the most practical thing I've got. So. So yeah, a couple of journeys later, and sort of moved countries in a Beetle.
So, with the power plant, you said. So, what is the engine?
So it's the original 1200. Obviously, slightly different spec to what it was originally. We've gone with twin carbs. So,
what was the original output?
The full 30 horsepower.
Full 30 horsepower.
Yes, yeah. So you know,
the land speed record setting 30 horsepower.
Yes, that's the one.
But gone twin carbs, which obviously lets it breathe a bit better.
Yeah, that's it. Changed the exhaust to an Okrasa one, which is a 1950s.
It sounds lovely.
Yeah, that's it. It's a tuning company from the 1950s.
Okay.
That produced it, and yeah, it's in my eyes probably the best exhaust you can get for one of these.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Would it originally have had single outlets, like 2 singles?
Yeah, it will have had 2 single pipes, which is where the whole wheelbarrow meme comes from.
Do you know roughly what the output of it is now?
Last time we dynoed it, it was churning over about 46 horsepower.
Okay, so that's actually a 50% gain.
Yeah.
So that's actually a pretty reasonable gain on a car that had 30.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It now means
I think
you can
that's
do
how
like
you have to look at
55
it.
mile an hour.
I can probably sit at 80.
Yeah.
If I had to.
What's the comfortable sort of cruising speed for it?
Comfortably, if you're cruising all day, like if I take it to Belgium, probably about 55, 60.
Yeah.
And I can just, do my 300 miles in a day quite happily.
Cool.
I don't have to stop for fuel or anything. It's great.
Yeah. So, tell me 3 things you love about the car.
The originality.
Yep.
So is that where it is left?
What colour was it originally?
The blue it is, glacier blue.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
There's a couple of panels that aren't quite as blue as
they were.
Blue should be, but the
originality. That's cool. Yeah.
The fact that it's a rag top,
factory rag top as well. Yeah. Nice to get a bit of wind in your hair.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Not that I've got a lot of it.
No, but it's just nice when you're cruising along. You get the sun through it.
Yep.
You get a light breeze. It's like having an aircon just with a gaping hole in your roof.
Does it leak?
No, strangely enough, because it's got quite a few tears in it. And you can drive it through any weather. The door seals will leak before the roof does. Which
is mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on then, finally.
Engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you were saying about the exhaust, the carbs and stuff. It's a flat 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Air cooled, flat 4. It's just quirky engine. I was saying to Geordie, the camera guy, obviously that you can take it out with just 4 bolts.
Yeah.
So maintenance is easy on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is when you can get to the 4th bolt.
Where's the 4th bolt?
Behind the alternator. And 3 of them you can really access. 2 obviously at the bottom, 2 at the top.
Yep.
The 2 at the bottom, nice and easy. This side, nice and easy. The other side, someone put starter motor next to it. It's a nightmare.
It's good of them to do that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But yeah, most people take the 4th bolt out when they rebuild the engine and don't ever bother putting it back in. Mine is there.
Yours is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't see it, but I promise you it's there.
Okay, and so this question I've asked everybody, and it's quite hard to get an answer, but I want an honest answer. Tell me one thing you hate about this car.
That is a tough one.
It is. It's a hard question.
If anything, I'd still like a bit more power.
So
even though I've
underpowered.
Yeah. Even though I've added sort of 50% to it.
Yeah.
When we were rebuilding this, I borrowed a friend's engine.
Right.
Which came out of a Formula V race car.
Okay.
1600 single port.
Yeah.
Nigh on 100 brake horsepower.
I would imagine it chipped.
It was quite interesting trying to stop from 100 miles an hour. When in Mexico.
Yeah, of course, in Mexico. Yeah.
But yeah,
a lot of our filming is in Mexico.
Yes.
If you ever see us breaking the speed limit, we have managed to get over to Mexico. Don't worry.
That's it.
So this was your first car?
Yes.
Okay, from day one. Okay, that's cool. So tell me other cars that you've had during your. Obviously, Emily's been here from the start.
Yeah.
But what else have you had?
I've had a couple of different air cooleds. I've had another Beetle, which was meant to be a race car, but never happened. I had a VW 412 LE.
Yep.
Which 90% of population will have never seen, I would imagine.
No, but you're obviously going to give me some pictures.
I will do.
Yeah, and then we can put them up so people can see. Yeah.
I had some very interesting cars over the years. I had a Citroën Xantia Estate.
As you do. With the handbrake on the front wheels.
Yes.
Which is the most bizarre thing.
Yes.
Yep. It's always funny though when you see somebody jack them up and then wonder why it's rolling away.
Yeah. Yeah. It was also very handy to go camping or go to festivals.
Yeah,
it was great. You just threw the back seat down and it was a 6-foot bed.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of Fiat Seicento Sportings.
I love a Seicento Sporting,
yes.
but
you have to mention it's a Sporting.
It has to be a Sporting, and this is the car from the in-betweeners. But I keep looking at them, and they're like 2-3 grand now.
Yeah,
it has
they
to
are.
Be yellow ones.
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah.
And they've got 60 horsepower, but they're fun. Yeah. They are seriously fun little cars.
They do the 100 miles an hour.
Windows rattling, but they do.
Yeah. The sunroof becomes a spoiler. The wing mirrors become more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
But it will do 100
and
miles an hour.
You've had an MR2 as well, haven't you?
I've had an MR2 Mark II, so the SW20.
Yep.
Japanese import.
Yep.
So slightly higher horsepower without having the turbo version.
Yeah, 3SGE engine.
That's it.
Yeah, cracking engine.
Yeah, fantastic bit of kit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
So
TV car.
Yeah, well, you can never have too many cars, and people always say to me, I change my car really often, but that's because I want to experience all these cars.
Yeah, that's it.
And I think that's the same for you. You know?
Oh yeah. I'll see something cheap,
and you want to, think, well, I want to try it, so why not?
That's it.
So, what's your earliest fond memory of cars?
I grew up with obviously my dad's business. And he always had American cars for the business.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't the quickest thing, but you know.
But that's because they were hearses.
Yes, yeah. But nonetheless, they just sound amazing.
Yeah. So it's that memory of the noise and the V8.
That's it. Yeah, and most of my uncles, same story. I've got an uncle who's very much into his American cars.
Yeah.
He's
and is that like a Belgian thing? Are they popular over in Belgium? Or is that just that's just a Dries family thing?
No, I think it is quite a popular thing in Belgium now.
Okay.
I think more now than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Looking at
it's because your family were the
of
course that's it.
We imported too many of them.
Imported too many of them. So future plans for Emily, what have you got planned for her? If any.
Eventually I'd like to repaint it. As much as I love the originality,
the patina,
you do get to a stage where you kind of go, well, the rust is going to take over.
And I'm going to take a punt in saying that you would probably keep it the same colour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Glacier blue is, especially when it's freshly painted, it's such a nice colour.
To be fair, you can see it and it's nice because it's got a glitter in it, which is a surprise for a car from that early on.
Yes,
and what was essentially a very budget vehicle to have a glittery paint, makes it makes a big difference.
Yeah, that's it. As far as I'm aware, VW and Audi still offer that colour on some vehicles now.
That's cool.
So I suspect the paint code will have changed a bit, but they still call it Glacier.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Any idea what you would like to have next, and not as a replacement, but any ideas what you want as a next car?
If anything, something JDM again.
Yeah.
As much as I love my German cars, having had the MR2.
Yeah, I'm the other way round. Is that I've always been Japanese, and now I'm coming into German.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, to be fair, that's you guys from Cars and Coffee having an influence on me. So wheels and tyres. It's a bit of an interesting question because the wheels are obviously they're the originals, yeah.
The back ones are original to, well, not to this car, but original to that model or that year car. The front ones are actually 10 years younger, but they're vented.
Okay, well we'll show some close-ups of the wheels so that people can understand. And is there a reason for that?
Just trying to go with that old speed racer look, and obviously, nobody cares about your back brakes, but
of course,
you want to
try to keep the fronts cool. So with the tyres, obviously they look period. Is it quite hard to get tyres that fit these on those wheels? Do you know the size of them?
You can get them. There's a couple of people that have started reproducing. I think Michelin still do a period correct tyre.
Yeah.
I've found this set 2 years ago because I just like the pattern on it.
Yeah, to be fair,
it is a
quite
snow
funky
tyre.
Yeah.
But
you never go fast enough.
No, that's it, and you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
With that tyre on it, it gives you just enough thread.
Yeah.
To look at a bit of sand and go, yeah, if that Land Rover can do it, I can do it. I've got a skid plate on the front just in case.
Well, Wim, thank you so much for telling us about
No
Emily and your story about your cars. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to Jordan as always for being cameraman, and we'll see you in the next episode.